Hey, welcome in to the Lockdown Milwaukee Brewers. And I'm your host, Patrick Bilt. Big fan of the Milwaukee Brewers, so I am your host tonight of the Lockdown Milwaukee Brewers. Please come on in and join us every day as we do this. Now, let me turn my TV down. I was watching a Bucks game. I will be covering the post game of the Bucks. If you want to stream like this, you can find it just down in the description of this video or in the chat right over there. Sponsored by StreamYard. And if you want to stream just like me, StreamYard's your place. Just hang on a minute, folks. Let me get off my shoes, and then we'll get in to the topic of the Dodgers. Miggy Rojas of tying the ninth inning. So as I go to commercial, let me get my banner up here. Good. I'll be right back in 30. By the way, the trick or the treat, the trick is you must guess this team. The treat is you guys hitting that subscribe button. Hang on a minute.
Come with me tomorrow?
Okay, I am back. As I said in the beginning, or when I brought this thing up, Miggy Freakin Rojas ties it in the ninth. What I mean by ties it is he hits a looks like a sacrifice fly, hits it over the thing, looking like it's not gonna be caught, but it was actually a home run. Some and the other thing is the Toronto Blue. Oh yeah, forgot to bring the one person in that's backstage. We have another person with us. His name is Shady Lane Holmes, or the company's name. He's on mute right now, but he's just listening in. What in the goddamn flocking in the hell? How'd you do that? Now, him. You guys just see me. Him. So, as I was saying, you got anything to add, Shady? Nope.
That's an American dream.
But as I was saying, the guy behind me that's also on stage with me, well, hang on. I'm gonna put him backstage.
Yeah, well, without Giannis, obviously we're going to miss the offense, but it's the other things that he brings that really hurt us in that first half. The rebounding and the paint, obviously there's about 14 rebounds there.
As I was saying, folks, the Dodgers won it because of pitching and of being able to come back and win games two, games 2, 3, 6, and 7. So basically, it was a tie series of Toronto 1-3, Dodgers 1-3, and it was a best of 7. Seeing who would take home the commissioner's trophy. Another topic. A stupid thing that I think the umpire shouldn't have not played out was that, okay, a one already crossed home plate. A ball was wedged and the player went like this, indicating a dead ball. Alright? And hang on, folks. I'm just making sure I am okay. Go one. Now, some people may be wondering, why am I bringing that topic up here on Lockdown Blues? Well, let me put it this way here. The Dodgers did the exact same thing to the Brewers in games 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to say that again. They did that to us in the NLCS. If you don't know what that is, the NLCS is the National League Championship Series. It's a 7-game series, best of 7. First team to 4 advances to the Fall Classic. And there were 4 teams. The Brewers, the Dodgers, the Mariners, and the Blue Jays. 4 teams. It was kind of like basketball of college. The Final Four, you have 4 teams. You have 4 teams of baseball, all fighting for one thing. The trophy. Who wants to be champion of the of the whole thing? Well, the Dodgers stole this one. Same way the Houston Astros stole it, which I kind of get, but I kind of liked it because the Dodgers didn't win it that year. But that still doesn't mean you can't cheat. Now, the other topic I wanted to bring up with you guys that I mentioned earlier in the previous stream of me being live again is how they did it. Okay, I talked about pitching. I talked about the defense. They had good defense in all of those, from the NLCS to the World Series. There's two things I didn't mention. Pitching and hitting. Both teams had pitching. Both teams had hitting. Or putting people on, getting people over and getting them in. Some went to the Jays winning it, some went to the Dodgers winning it. But it came down to Game 7. Which team is going to have the better pitching? Well, evidently, Milwaukee needs to go to Japan and get some Japan pitchers so they can do what, like, the guy from Japan did, throwing a complete game in the Fall Classic. If you don't know who I'm talking about, just look him up go to www.ladodgers.com for more information. Now, some of you may be also asking, why am I sitting here also talking to you about the NBA? Well, because I do a post game of that tomorrow, right along with recapping Game 6 and 7. Just hang on a second. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up to you is, if I can still bring up that game. Oh, um, this is who they play opening day next year. The Chicago White Sox. They know where it's being played. They know where in Wisconsin it's being played. It's called American Family Feud. That's at 2:30 p.m. Alright? Here's what they don't know. See the Milwaukee Stone line up? See the White Sox line up there? See the pitching people? That's all to be determined. Yamamoto was that pitcher who I'm thinking. They were the umpires for the Toronto Blue Jays Fall Classic. The player of the game was Will Smith. The Dodgers had the lead from the first to about the seventh inning. It was 4-1. And then they scored one in the eighth, one in the ninth, and one in the 11th. I'm just watching a replay of that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hang on, folks. I was bringing it up on my phone. I'm giving full credit here to MLB. It's just a clip.
World Series could end on one swing in either direction. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle. Pitch to the bag. Over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles.
So, as I was saying, if you want to beat the champs, you got to play like the champs. But here's the catch to that. I'm sorry to all my Dodger fans, but I think I have read that the MLB commissioner is having that game investigated for cheating purposes against the Dodgers. I'll explain more coming up later in the upcoming stream I have of Locked On Milwaukee Brewers of games 6 and 7. Peace. See you guys in the next one.